What's going on, people? How we doing today? This your brother AD2 Official, or AD Salter, and today we're gonna be going over different leg workouts, right? That you can do at home, in the gym, anywhere, without weights. You know, to start off as a warm up, or you could even use them as a burnout set at the end of your workout, right? So, first exercise we're gonna do is we're gonna do Bulgarian isolation squats, right? Bulgarian isolation squats, you just simply put one leg in front of the other. They're not gonna really be parallel, one behind the other. One's gonna be, you know, slightly on the other side, obviously, because, you know, one leg is one way and the other one, you know, one is on the right and one is on the left. So they're not gonna be behind each other like that, because it's gonna be kind of hard for you to hold your balance. So you're gonna have one leg a little bit outwards, and if you want to, you could even posture your foot slightly in. That helps me maintain my balance, right? So with these, you could also put your fists like this. This will help you maintain some balance. And you wanna make sure that you're going all the way down. You wanna make sure that your knee is not touching the mat, but you wanna make sure that your front leg is getting a nice bend at a right angle, you feel me? So Bulgarian isolation squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing with the other foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And with this workout, you're gonna feel them in both legs, right? The front leg, you're gonna feel it more in the front of your thigh and in your calf. The back leg, you're gonna feel it in the back of your thigh, mostly, right? So that's the Bulgarian isolation squats. Second, we're gonna do air squats or regular squats, wide and tight, right? So all of these can be performed with or without weights. So, you know, once you graduate and you're not gonna feel the work anymore, you're gonna have to purchase you some weights to go or get to a gym, you know what I mean? Or work out outside when it's nice and humid and heaty outside. And the weather will help you get a superb workout as well, especially when you're working out in the heat. Now, air squats, right? You're gonna have two weights in your hand. So I'm gonna grab these two little ones just to show you. And wide and tight. So tight, you're gonna go 1, wide, 2. Tight, 1, wide, for 2. Tight, 1, wide. Tight, wide. Tight, wide. Right? So what this works is when you're in tight, you're working on the front of your thighs, and when you're doing wide, you're working on the back and the front, right? So those are your squats, wide and tight. Wide and tight. And then we also have sumo squats, which is one of my favorites, right? Sumo squats is when you'll take a weight and you're gonna put it right in your chest. And you're gonna wanna be kind of wide with the sumo squats. So sumo squats is number 3, it's the sumo squats. And with the sumo squats, you're not gonna go all the way to the ground. That's a goblet squat, right? So sumo squat, you're gonna go halfway. Like I said, your leg is gonna be at a right angle. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right? This is a goblet squat. Goblet squat, you're gonna get in a little tighter and your butt's gonna go all the way down. You're gonna go, see how I'm going farther down? My knees are more at an acute angle. They're more inwards and not at a right angle. They're more at an acute angle. So a right angle with your legs will look like this. Right, acute, will be like this, going all the way down. Now, with these workouts, I would say start off with like 5 sets and 10 to 15 reps, because your legs could be more fatigued than working on the rest of your body. Because it takes a lot of work to work on the legs, and once you start moving on them, you start to feel that fatigue. So I'd say start off about 5 sets, 10 to 15 reps. If you're more of an adept physical fitness enthusiast, you know what you're doing. You can set as many reps and sets as you choose. Get crazy with it. But these right here, these are basic workouts that's going to help you get the results you want and need. Now, another workout that's great for simulation is a focus squats, whatever you want to call them. But with that, what you're going to do is you're going to have your leg, you're going to prop your back foot up on something, right? And you're going to get nice and focused, and you're going to get nice and balanced. And you're focusing on one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? So you got your leg propped up, your back leg propped up. All of your weight is being focused on one leg, right? So how much ever you weigh, that's how much you squatting on one leg, right? So like I said, you're gonna have your back foot propped up on something, focusing on one leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's gonna get that thigh nice and masked up for you. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna help you get those cuts and everything that you want in that leg, right? So last thing, right, is you always want to work on cutting yourself up, right? Some people like to build mass and they don't really focus on cutting themselves up. Other people are vice versa, Those are different type of forms. You got metamorphosis, endo, and ectomorphosis, something like that. I think that's how they're pronounced, but it's metamorphosis, endo, and ectomorphosis. Those are different body types. Metamorphosis is those guys that they just look amazing. They always cut up. Everything's nice, like aesthetic. And then you got the other two. Ecto, I believe, is the one where those guys that's all plumpy, right? They bulky, but they can't seem to get cut. And the other one, endo, is for the individuals who are just skinny, right? And they just can't really seem to gain too much mass. But what I'm trying to say is you always want to work on cutting your legs up, right? You don't want them to just look all beefy. That's any body part. So a great thing to do that with is the calf raises. The calf raises, right? What they do is you don't just tighten up your calf, you want to tighten up your whole leg. So that's what people get it wrong at. They want to just tighten up the calf. You want to tighten up all your legs, right? Every muscle in your leg when you do calf raises. So while you tighten up all your muscles in your leg, right, and you're doing calf raises, you can do them on something. I kind of like to do them flat off the ground. A lot of people like to do calf raises on a plate. But I like doing them flat off the ground, not too much on the plate, but it's whatever you choose. And calf raises, right, when you tighten up all your body parts down, your lower body parts, like your gluteus maximus, your legs and everything like that, that's gonna get you that form right there is gonna get everything nice and cut. It's gonna cut everything up, all your legs. You wanna do like sets of 50, you wanna do like 50 reps and 5 sets. Me, I'm doing about 75 to 100. But you want to start off as easy as you can, right, family? So, there was your little tutorial for you on some leg workouts you could do at home, right? If you have any more questions or information, you can contact me on social media. You can contact me, text message. But the best place you're going to get me at is in the Discord group. So, you know what I mean? Holla at me in the Discord. And it's easier to go places farther when you do it as a team, right, family? So everybody have a wonderful day. I appreciate y'all joining me today. Peace and love.